Hi guys, Pierce here, back with another review. Here I have set number 42148, Lego Technic Snow Groomer. This set comes with 178 pieces and has two builds. The first one here is a snow groomer, and online on lego.com we can build a snowmobile. This set retails for about 17 Canadian dollars or about 13 US dollars. This set was first launched January 2023 and it's set to retire or go out of production by December 2024. Moving on to our first build here, we got a snow groomer. A snow groomer is a vehicle that is used to move and pack snow and to smoothen out that snow to improve the sort of snow behind it, to make it easier for skiers, snowboarders, or snowmobiles to traverse it. For my uses, part of the 81st Brake Battalion, we want to use this vehicle to help improve runway conditions in more colder climates to allow easier landings and takeoff for our Air Force aircraft. Quickly moving into the features here, we can easily see the giant blade used to move and pack the snow. See this knob here? You can elevate by moving the knob up, depress by moving the knob down, and then you can turn this knob here left and right to turn the blade left and right. So you do have a lot of maneuverability of this blade. It's really reliable. All the times I used it, no jams. Pleasure to work with. You got the smoothing plate here. To disengage, just pull the knob up. To engage, push the knob down. Pretty simple, reliable feature. And moving on to the treads. This is a really nice system. I really like. Normally, plastic treads like this have a hard time gripping smooth, hard surfaces, but the designers have cheated in a good way. So you got these rubber tires that are connected to axles, which are connected to the gears that drive the tracks, which is a really smart design choice, because the rubber on the tires actually grips a lot better than the hard plastic on these smooth, hard surfaces, and that allows you to easily grip and drive these tracks forward. It gives the great illusion of that, and it works just so smoothly. Like this is just really well designed, and a design feature I really like that I'm not sure that they purposely designed it is that these wheels are not connected by one axle. So what you can do, since I'm most used to tanks, is do what we call neutral steering. So you could turn one track in one direction and another track in the opposite direction. So what that does is actually increase the maneuverability of the vehicle in a tight space. So you don't have to you can just stay within the same area and turn. Some other vehicles, they can stop the track and then move the other track, but that requires more space to maneuver. So that is something I really like. I'm not sure if the designers actually put that thing in, but yeah. See, we can actually put a minifigure in this thing. So actually, I just realized you can just take off this plate, just put our poor clone captain inside. It's gonna really give me a real beating after I do this to him. You put him inside and then shut him in. So you can actually put a minifigure in here. It's a bare pass, but you know what? That's I'll take it. Is also impressed by the use of more ball joints. I'm not really familiar with ball joint mechanisms. I just haven't really seen or used them in my builds or the builds I purchased from Lego or third parties. just really new to them. I'm just really amazed how like I'm so used to like solid joints, and like solid joints are more restricted in movement to up and down or side to side. I think what the ball joints allow is like more movement and more like diagonal or like diagonal or directions that are not as it's multi-direct. It's a bit more multi-directional in what they do. So yeah, I guess that's part of the reason how this front blade is able to move so much. But yeah, sturdy build, tons of features. I really like it. So yeah, let's just move on to the next build. Moving on to the second build here, we got a snowmobile. A snowmobile is a motorized vehicle designed to operate in winter conditions and move across snow. You can build this creation by taking apart the first model and accessing the instructions on lego.com. Go under customer service, building instructions. Once you get to that page, you will receive a search, and you can type in your set number or name. In this case, set number 42148 or Snow Groomer. You'll be given access to a PDF instructions which you can download on your computer. So moving on to the actual build, you have the same track feature as the Snow Groomer. Really good for going across any surface. Creates the perfect illusion of tracks moving perfectly on any sort of terrain. I do have to note that in this case, because of a narrower design, the wheels are in single file. This doesn't really affect like the reliability of moving the tracks, but it does make for an unstable platform at times because the wheels don't perfectly align with the tracks. But I don't think that's too much of an issue. You do have the front here. You can easily turn the handlebars to turn right or left. Pretty reliable function. I do have to note ergonomically, the placement of these handlebars feel a little bit too low. Like if I were to ride this thing, I feel like I have to lean in a lot, and I'm not sure if my back will like that. But okay. Aesthetically, it looks okay. It feels more of a utility vehicle than like, I guess, like a fun young vehicle. But I think that's okay. Maybe a little difference is appreciated. You do have a lot of space because the steering mechanism is positioned that far front. You can, if you imagine it, you have a passenger here, you have your driver here, your passenger here, and you also have a whole ton of cargo. Back here you have a light that you could bring up and down. And yeah, simple build, durable. There are some minor issues that I think can be improved on. I think I maybe to really bring it to the next level, definitely I would bring the handlebars up. Maybe if possible, improve the aesthetics, but that's hard to ask. If you want to go like really good, then I think if they somehow find a way to fix the stability issue, which I already find pretty hard with the limited pieces, that would bring the set to even higher heights. But I think as a secondary build and for the resourcefulness of the designer working with such limitations, I think this set is it does its job as a secondary build just right, and I think that's just fine. Moving on to my overall assessment, I will be judging this set based off of cost, playability, aesthetics, and intangibles, and will be given an overall score. In terms of cost, you got a lot of desirable pieces for a good price. In terms of like stuff like price per piece, 10 cent per piece, even though that metric is outdated, I think it's really good. Like 17 Canadian dollars for 178 pieces, that really matches that metric, and that's a pretty good sign for this set. The price is very comparable to other Technic builds of this size and price range, and they just really packed this thing full of features. So I think this set's really strong in that category, so I'll give it a 9 out of 10. Playability, again, you just have this set just packed with so many features all over the place. The second build might not have as much, but there is still a whole lot of playability in either of them. But the first one is especially like has a huge amount of playability features. Like they're all generally reliable for the most part. These functions won't break apart. The build won't break apart. It's a solid, nice build for both builds. And yeah, very strong. I'll give it a 9.5 out of 10. Aesthetics, again, this starting with the Snow Groomer itself. I think the designers did a phenomenal job with the aesthetics. Like you can even put a minifigure in here, and perhaps you could even like put this in a Lego City setting, and I think it would fit rather well. I think the snowmobile has more of a utilitarian look to it, not like the more sleek look of the snowmobiles that I'm more familiar with, but it does have a unique flair to it. Not sure if that utilitarian look is popular amongst everyone. The handlebar placement is a little bit awkward, so that takes a little bit away from the build, but overall I think the designs are pretty aesthetically pleasing. So I'll give it a 7.8 out of 10. Intangibles, there are a lot of useful parts. So you got tracks you can use for tanks. If you want to make aircraft landing gear, cars, or buses, these wheels come in real handy. And just the addition of all these Technic pieces with this ball joint and rod here is a great addition. So I think you can easily like buy multiple of these sets and harvest them for their pieces. So yeah, that's one nice thing about this set. It's a small set that's not too expensive, so I think it's a great way to get yourself to try out Technic sets, and it'll make a great gift if you have a technical-minded person you want to give the gift to. I think generally speaking, there's nothing. I think it's pretty good, so I'll give it a
8 out of 10. And for our final score, we'll have a total of 34.3 out of 40, which is an 86%, or a high A-.
And yeah, that's my review. I always appreciate any feedback or comments. If you have any constructive criticism, I'd be happy to hear to improve the quality of my content. And yeah, thank you for watching. And like always, catch you later.